Hello everyone and welcome back to my Vanilla Plus mod pack. I hope you guys enjoy episode 17. In the last episode, we completed the game. We actually beat the Ender Dragon in the last episode, so we got ourselves our Elytra, we got Easy as Wings with Unbreaking 3 and Mending on them, and we also got our backpack, which is in here. This backpack gives us regeneration, fire resistance, strength, and a few other buffs that are really nice. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode, and let's get started in today's episode, shall we? Now, I think to start off today, we're gonna go exploring and to go see what we can find in like ruined ships and things like that, since now we have an Elytra that I can very much trust to go flying in other places. I don't have to worry about using our sling anymore. So I'm gonna do some exploring, like to shipwrecks and things like that. So we're gonna get some loot in places that are around the world, but also see if there's another biome that we might, maybe want to build in, and see if there's anything that, gives us, sparks our interest, stuff like that. And also, now that we're in the water, we can see that we have water breathing and night vision. So if we go into the water, we can actually see everything in here. It's a little bit better. So we have a little bit better vision, which is great. And we don't have to worry about dying in here, which is amazing. I love this backpack. It is a really nice addition to just have towards the end game, so we can have just like some nice quality of life stuff. But yeah, let's do some exploring. We're gonna go look around the world and see if there's anywhere else we might want to build, because I think that's gonna be a good idea. It could be a very fun journey if we start on a new building project somewhere in another biome. I think that would be a fun plan. So let's see where we get, shall we? I think we might have done it. We might have found where we're gonna build our next set of stuff. So I wish I could look behind me. There's a block in front of my face, so I can't okay, let's just go back into okay, so this is a nice area. It's definitely something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's make like these villages that kind of float above these areas, kind of in a chasm, and this is the perfect biome to do this in. It looks amazing. It's very high vertical. It has a bunch of open spaces in between. It has perfect places for bridges, and I'm very excited to put some houses in the sides of these places. I don't know how perfect this is. Let me sleep really quickly just so we can get some better light and we're a little safer. But I want to check out how easily we can put some buildings into here and how easily we can get some villagers up in here. So all the way around this mountain, we were over there, we should be able to build houses all the way around here and then make one really long bridge over here, as well as some houses kind of floating up here. I think that would be a fun idea. I think it'd be a very good idea. Oh yeah, sorry, that looks stupid. I forgot. But I think this is a perfect biome to bring villagers and to make that thing here, that kind of build idea here. It'd be very fun. I don't even honestly know if I want to put it where I was or if I want to put it somewhere else, because there's a bunch of areas that we can definitely use, and there's some high areas that go above the clouds, as you can see. It's very interesting. But this looks quite amazing. I love this idea, and I love how these trees and how this like elevation looks. It just looks amazing here. So it might move maybe over here. It might just span a big area. There's no way around that, but it'll look great. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think our first house is gonna go right about here. I think this will be where it is, but I need to figure out what I'm actually gonna do with it, how I'm gonna actually, build this, and what materials am I gonna use for this build. What should I do? Is oak a good one, or should we use the wood that's here? I think I finally picked out the blocks. So these blocks will probably be our main palette. So these are all the wood types, the cypress logs, these three. I put in some stripped spruce for like a different pop of color, and then of course I put some birch in there for a different pop of color, but I love this texture. I think it fits in perfectly with this. And then I think as some foundational things for the ones that are in the walls, this trodden cobblestone is really nice. So I believe this will be our main list of things. We should have more than enough to start making like a basic little house. So I'm gonna put something in the wall here, and then we're gonna connect up the rest of them later. But I think I just need to start a house, and then we can finally see what the rest of this is gonna look like. So I think we got our blocks, and I think we're completely ready to actually start building. So let's get started in building a little home for ourselves here. Okay, I think we did a pretty okay job starting this out. So we have a little bit of decorations on the inside, but not a lot yet, but we've kind of started. I'm gonna definitely decorate more, add a bed where the dirt is, but it's a start in a small little house in a village that I think is gonna be really nice. So let's go look at the outside. So I can't get much farther out, but here we go. So this is the outdoors. It's kind of alright, I think. I want to decorate this a little bit more. I want to put some more things into here, but I love how it's kind of framed in the tree. This was kind of accidental actually, the way I organized this, but it is directly under one of these cypress trees, and it is built mostly out of that. So I want to, you know, conserve more into that. I kind of want to show this go into the trees and the nature more, because it's very, very interesting of a look. So it's very nice. I love it. I definitely want to make more of a porch out here, and I think I want to actually do that now, but it looks really good. I just want to decorate a little more here and there and put some things in between and blocks where I can, but it looks good so far. I'm very happy with it. So let's keep going and keep decorating, and then we'll start on the next few houses, because I'm not sure if we're going to do too many today, but I love the idea of starting it all today. This is not bad as a front porch. I think this is a good idea. I love the birch and all the blocks that we're using. I think this is not too bad. I love this little kind of checkerboard pattern that we have here. I was thinking about stripping them, but I kind of like the log look in here. I'm probably gonna maybe organize this a little bit differently or use different kind of stone. I love that it looks kind of like old and prehistoric. It's like even worse than regular cobble, so I kind of like that look here, because it's like all they have access to or whatever. But it's not bad. I think it's not a bad start. I'm very excited to actually continue doing this, but this porch is good because this will be connecting over there to that side's houses, and then of course there'll be bridges all the way to over there and to other places around, and there'll probably be a bridge through here, if I'm not mistaken, just running to other houses that are along the coast here, along this like side of the mountain there. Yeah, it'll be a very interesting thing. I'm very excited to do that. So there'll be a path definitely around here. There'll be another house in here somewhere, and that house will be connecting to maybe over here, and then that house will be connecting over here, and then there'll just be like these, you know, bridges and platforms that are kind of around connecting everything to everyone, and it's gonna be a very, very interesting thing to see. So I love this start though. It's not bad. I'm very excited to go get the next one. Maybe we should actually go start the next one somewhere else, or at least plot out where we want it, and then we'll connect the bridges from there. We'll just do the bridges kind of after. So the next point I want to create a house is out here. This is right across the way, and we're trying to figure out where we want to place the home. It's probably going to be kind of inside this little rock, but also sticking out, and the other home is right over there. So that bridge will be connecting directly over here, and this will be kind of like a porch area for this thing. I think maybe we'll expand it a little bit more, so we can put some of the house on this thing. So we'll probably take it out another 2 blocks, but I think it's a good start for this. I want to sink it into the wall, and we'll figure out some kind of bridge system from there to here, because it's not super far. It's very interesting to kind of connect these things in some form or fashion, but it should be fun. I don't know if we can use any of the actual macaw's bridges. Maybe we could, but actually creating a big one where it's more of a walkway than a bridge would be kind of interesting. Like a big bridge, not like a string rope bridge or anything like that. You know what I mean? So nothing small, but it should be fun to connect these things up. House number 2 has been fully set up, and it's pretty much in its place, and that's pretty good. I like it. It's not the best, but it's pretty alright. I think, we need to finish decorations and stuff like that, but we got a little potted plant here, and we got our set for a bed. I actually went with jungle crates in this one, and I actually really love it because it's a kind of a jungle biome. This is an old growth bayou, and it has that green look, and jungle also has that perfect combination of green look. So I think what we're gonna do, actually going back to the other one, we're gonna go back in there and really quickly, where is my other glider? That I do not know, but let me get down here and actually go back and change these out for jungle ones. I think that looks a little nicer. I think it just has like a nicer color that matches more with everything else, so that's what we're gonna use. Jungle and these strip spruce also have that kind of good look to them, so that's why they're in these ends. But I do need to do some more decorations in here, and I think it's not bad already. I think we're looking at a pretty good spot here. I think this is not too terrible, and the bed will still go here once we actually get said bed, but everything else is pretty much set in here, and I actually really love how this turned out. I don't know if I'm gonna change the ceiling up. I do want it to kind of look like an old village. I don't want it to be very modern and stuff like that, at least not for this build. For this, I kind of want it to be natural, and it's like what they have around them, which is the cypress, and let's say they had access to a few birch trees, and of course there's a bunch of cobblestone and stuff like that, and this is kind of what it looked like because they didn't have, you know, very amazing tools to actually make it, so it looks kind of ugly as a cobblestone, so they just use it in places like that. And actually probably just to, you know, pull along that, this needs to kind of flow into the land beneath it, so I think doing that will be very useful here. It'll be a very good transition-y thing to add there, so we're gonna kind of put that there. That should look like a rock that's kind of sticking out, and that's more of what happened. They kind of just carved out of a rock, and that is the current thing, and they kind of just decorated this, so it's like a nice entrance. But other than that, it's pretty much, you know, complete. They did their best. It looks nice. I actually really love how this looks. So we just need to actually make a connection point between these two, and what we're probably gonna do is make just a straightaway that way. I do want to have a 3, like a trifecta thing here, you know, just like 3 of these things, and maybe one one connecting, maybe this connects towards the middle instead of towards that, and they all kind of converge in one point. So that means the next house will be over there. So we can say if we want to connect them in that form and fashion. I'm not sure. If we want to have a center, or we don't want to have a center and we want to connect these straight lines and have a middle area kind of looking down maybe. But I don't know. I think that's probably the better idea. Have straight lines along the houses and then have a middle empty area. That sounds pretty good to me, I think. So this will be a fun one. Yeah, let's actually just start this bridge. Let's go start this bridge and connect it to the other house right behind me. So just to talk a little bit before we end the episode, because I think this might be a short one because we're doing some little projects, but we have gotten our bridge completely ready to go. So this thing is ready and working, and it looks kind of amazing. I actually like how this looks, and it doesn't have any rails just yet. I want to get those in right now, but I'm going to keep talking while the rest of the episode ends, and it's just going to be, you know, us kind of enjoying this. So I want to see what Cypress has. What do we got in any of these mods to actually use? Do we have any, you know, fences and things like that to actually use for walls here? So there's actual fences. There are cypress fences, which we could use as a wall. Or of course we could use our trapdoors, not spruce, just our trapdoors. Or we could use maybe something else that exists. Like maybe these branches kind of like work as, you know, walls. I don't know exactly how this works. Maybe they, oh, interesting. They do work kind of as branches. I might use these actually. These look kind of cool. So if I use a log, if I have a cypress edge right here on this end now, I just need to, well, I guess it's not gonna work the way exactly I wanted to, but that should do it. So that'll go, and then we should be able to, well, I guess we're not gonna be able to fix that. Do I have any water? Do not, do I? Oh man. All right, so with these two finally put into place, all we gotta do is actually make some of these branches, which I think it was, well, it seemed to have been logs and some sticks. So do I have any more logs, or did we kind of run out already? Okay, well, we can make a few, it seems like. So making a few branches, this might be an interesting path idea. So adding in some of these, which I kind of want them to be on the lower side. So let me pick that back, or well, I guess break it because it's not going to give it back to me, and then put them down. Can we? No, I guess I was wrong on that. This is the end of the path. It doesn't go any farther than this. This is the entire branch. Oh, that sucks. Well, anyways, I think this is still a good design choice, having these things here. So taking this back to somewhere else, let's figure out what else we want to do. We're probably going to just put some fences, and then that'll be a good ender there. So let me see. So what we got to do really quickly is actually go collect more wood. We seem to have run out. So I need to go find a tree that I don't care too much about, and I want to go break. Oh, that's a cool connection. I actually like that. But I don't know if I'm going to come build down here. But let's go grab one of these trees, which there's actually some moss in here. Wow, that's cool. All right, so we're going to grab this. I'm going to vein mine it and see if this will break the tree. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. I didn't work on the vein mine. Sometimes I get a really weird lag spike when I do that. So getting our fences finally, which took quite a while, let us put these in and actually use these for our bridge. So I think this is pretty good. I think it's a not bad idea to use these as a regular wall. It's just going to be a natural bridge. It's something that makes sense for this area, I think, and we're going to kind of just, you know, run it along. It should be perfectly fine to just kind of use it in places here. So let's just kind of connect it up, and then we'll be done with today's episode. Okay, and that should be pretty good. Hearing the creaking on this is actually quite terrifying. I don't like that. But it looks amazing already. So I just want to like connect up some of these. We'll probably decorate this a little more. I don't know if I should have something underneath those fences, like as a thing to actually prop it up instead, but it looks pretty good so far. The other thought I had was actually putting chains. I'm not sure if I still have that mod installed or not, those connective chains or whatever, but they are really nice. I just haven't made any and haven't tried it yet, but you know, we'll figure it out in a second. But look at these are paladin furniture stuff. The only thing is I hate these are usually small, but if they are, oh look, there's some dining table furniture over here. So I think these are meant to be kind of small. These are the bigger ones, maybe? I'm not sure, but we'll probably decorate the houses with those later. So I'm glad that a building mod or a furniture mod has some of the wood choices that we have, so we can actually, you know, keep it in theme, and it isn't, you know, too much of a hassle to lose that and to actually have to change that color. So it's not too bad. I love this bridge. I love these two houses. They're just a start of what I want to do here, but it's a good beginning. I'm not even sure if I looked in the inside of the house. I think, yeah, I did. I looked at the jungle crates and this plant, and the bed will go here, but later, much later will we finish these. And then this house will be connected up to another one that's over there, and then that house will be connected all the way over there as well. So this will be a big, you know, 3-house main thing, and there won't be anything else. I think on the middle it'll probably just be a gap for right now, but there will be more village in here, probably more elevation and stuff like that, because I do want to make this a very fun looking village in this chasm thing. This is a lot bigger than what I was, you know, looking for into a ravine. I would still love to kind of make like a village one in more of a ravine style area where we're just kind of like in a smaller area, but this is going quite far along long, big peaks of mountains. So it is a little bit more work to kind of get these things done. Plus, it's not vanilla blocks. These are all in this weird biome that's the old growth bayou. So it's very fun to use new things, though. It's kind of a fun challenge to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. It has been very fun to build this new, oh my god, it's been very fun to build this new village. I mean, we're just kind of starting. It is taking quite a while. I mean, we're still figuring things out. But with the way things are going now, I think we'll have some good progress in the next few episodes. We'll probably work on this a little while we're out on our own. But for right now, I think I'm going to go take a break, and we're probably going to go get food, and then I'm going to go record the next episode. So this might not be the next episode, another one of these, but we might go work on something else, and eventually we'll make our way back into these village houses and build some more big projects for the world. But I'm glad to get started, because starting is like the hardest part of anything, right? It's just getting started in it. So actually getting started and putting these things to work and putting these things down, it's not too bad. It helps me a lot, so it's very nice. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, consider subscribing and sticking around for the rest of the series, as well as some other series that will be coming out, like All the Month 9 and other stuff that I'll be doing eventually. And I would appreciate all the support that you guys give me during the school year, because that makes me really want to keep going, and I know it's going to be very hard to make videos during my uni days. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!